Hey guys, welcome back to the show that never ends. My name is Rod, I'm your happy hippie, and I'm just chilling out. I'm recording this on a Sunday morning. House is nice and quiet, just the way I like it. In the background, I've got the 13th floor elevators. Rest in peace, Roky Erickson. Passed away just a day or two ago. 13th floor elevators out of Austin, Texas. Very sad life, man. He suffered a lot of problems. Anyway, he's free now. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey, I raise my coffee cup to you all. I've had a pretty good week. I got some neat stuff I wanted to show you. First, did my voice just go up? I've got some nice stuff I want to show you. First off, this book. Wonderful hardback book. I got this from my wife for our wedding anniversary. Psychedelia. 66 through 70. And this is a wonderful hardback book. The author's name is Richard Morton Jack. And I got to give it to him. He did a great job on this book. So I've been reading this, enjoying it. Thank you, Kelly, for 28 wonderful years. I love you, and thank you for that book. So, onward. We went to me and my buddy Craig Hansen went to an antique shop in Harriman, or was it Kingston? I think it was Harriman, Tennessee. There was an antique shop / coffee shop closing down, and they had a bunch of stuff there. And of course, I went right for the albums. Got this Carl Perkins. It's not an original pressing, I don't believe, but it is an early one. And the lady who had once owned these wrote the dates on the inner sleeve of when she bought the album. Like this one she bought in 1971 on August 28th. So I'd never thought about doing that, but that's kind of a neat idea, so you can keep track of when you bought it. Carl Perkins. And this is a really, really cool one. Earth, Wind and Fire, Spirit. I replaced the insert because that one was pretty nasty. The Godfather. The vinyl itself is in fairly good shape. This is a trifold. I guess that's what we call them, trifold. The Godfather. Everybody knows this movie. Unfortunately, they colored in with pen the words "The Godfather," but the album itself is really good. It's a very relaxing listen. I enjoyed it. I've listened to it once, so I like this. I'm keeping it. This, I'm kind of disappointed of the condition of the vinyl, but it's still got the insert. The album cover itself is good. The album cover itself is good. The album leaves a lot to be desired. I don't know if they could pick up all the scratches and stuff. I don't want to play it on my needle with my needle. And it's too bad to sell. You know, I just don't want to do that to somebody else. So I'll probably hang on to it just for artwork until I can find a copy of the album. Maybe I can find a good album condition with a bag cover and just swap them out. And this, man, was really flipping cool. Vacuum Cleaner is the name of the album. And it's by Mayweather and Carey. And really really cool kind of jazz fusion psychedelic music. Very cool album. And this is one I'm definitely going to hold on to. I don't see this a whole lot out there, but if you come across it, you can get it cheap, pick it up. And this is what I'm going to put in my $1 to $3 range booth at work. I have a booth at the antique shop where I sell records, and I have a big bin of albums that go between $1 and $3. And this is one I'm going to stick in there. Looks like she was trying to recreate the Alice Cooper From the Inside album with the straitjacket thing going on. Wasn't familiar with most of these songs. I remember seeing this album cover, but this is not one of her best albums in my opinion. So that's going in the booth. Now this Pat Benatar album I'm keeping. Still got the original cellophane on it. Vinyl seems to be in good condition. Has the original insert on it. And it's got a couple cool songs on here that I remember that I like. Promises in the Dark. So this one is going in my personal stash. Now this one I was shocked. I found this album not too long ago. A buddy of mine had a bunch of albums. He wanted me to sell at a antique festival, and he let me pick some out. And this is one that was in there that sold. And I kind of wish I would have kept it, but then I found it again when we were out picking. So I was really, really stoked to get this again. And I got all those albums at $1 a piece. The woman said, any album you want, $1. And there was a lot of great albums in there, but it was just the cover. So, but I was lucky to score those for $1 a piece. Like I said, I'll put this in my booth and sell it for $2, but the rest are mine. Picked up this one at a different pick. Old and in the Way. Jerry Garcia. David Grissom, Peter Rohn. This is a great, great album. I had it on CD. This is most referred to as Jerry Garcia Bluegrass. And the album itself, man, is just in wonderful shape. Released in 1975. I do like bluegrass music when it's done well. And man, I was just stoked to add this to my Dead collection. The way I have my albums organized, of course, is A through Z, but then I have a section for the Grateful Dead and all things Dead, where I put in like Bob Weir's solo music or his side projects, and that's going in there. And another band I've been trying to fill all the gaps is the Rolling Stones, and I got this. Excuse the glare. This is still unopened. It's not an original pressing. This is from 2014. It's not mono. I really wish it was the mono pressing. I bought this from a guy who collects albums. Having a hard time speaking this morning. And he was liquidating some of his stuff to buy other stuff. And he's a real cool guy. I like him. But we have a different approach to collecting music. I collect stuff I want to listen to and that I enjoy listening to. He buys albums and he doesn't open them. In fact, a friend of mine, Charlie, bought a Prince album from him. If you remember the video I did for my contest, I spoke of it, that he had just picked up a Prince album. But this guy buys albums, keeps them sealed, and every once in a while, he'll go ahead and open up his collection and let people pick from it and buy it. And so I got this for like $10, unopened. You can't beat that. And I am gonna open it. I'm just waiting for the right time. If I find a mono copy, I'll go ahead and pick that one up. But till then, this is going to have to work. Also bought some CDs. I got this from a friend of mine, Tilly. Tilly is this really, really cool lady in town. I love the artwork. I love the little booklet with this CD. Just some really cool stuff. I would have rather had this on album, of course, on vinyl, but the CD is going to work for now till I find a good copy. Very, very cool, very clean copy of Pet Sounds. And the thing I like about the CDs is because sometimes they include extra songs that weren't on the album. Plus, you don't have to get up and flip the daggone album over when you're right in the middle of a groove. So, Pet Sounds, Tilly, thank you for the hookup on this one. I'm going to have to get her to shoot a video with me. This girl has like 5,000 CDs. Her knowledge of music is incredible. Really, really cool person. And also at a Goodwill, I picked up Steely Dan Gold. Not a huge Steely Dan fan, but I like them enough to have. This is the limited edition. Includes 4 extra tracks. I like them enough to have their greatest hits, if you know what I mean. And these are all just like really, really good. No scratches on them. Deep Purple, made in Japan. It's a great album. I don't have it on vinyl, but I'm so happy to have it on CD. Wonderful live Deep Purple album. And again, man, I don't have to get up and switch. The Doors, Waiting for the Sun. Somebody had some really cool CDs. They just went and just dumped them all off. This is a wonderful album. I may eventually get that on vinyl, but I figure if I've got it in one format, why buy it on another? Now that I've got the CD, I'm stoked. Stoked. And last but not least, Santana. Sure did enjoy this one last night. Santana still has the artwork with it, which is important. I like having something to look at as I'm listening to the music. So it's been a fairly good week for me out there in the vinyl community, out picking stuff up and enjoying life. Hope everyone else had a really good week. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you like the video, man, give it a thumbs up. If not, hey, I don't know what to tell you. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Peace, y'all. Be good to each other. Have a great week.